I'm Jacob Adams. I'm a fitness and leadership coach. I help people just like you get to the next level. The next level in the gym, to get that PR, build more muscle, shape up your body, establish a winning supplement program and a winning mindset, a championship mindset that is about resilience and rising up and doing whatever it takes. In the famous words of Grant Cardone, feed the beast. I was watching the Joe Rogan podcast with Elon Musk, and they're going into artificial intelligence. Now, this is my second time watching the podcast of Elon Musk and Joe Rogan. And I think what took me aback today versus the first time is what at first seemed very like weird speak from Elon Musk is starting to make more sense. For instance, he goes into how your phone is an extension of you. Your phone, so my phone is right here. See, I just reached over to it. It's playing a song I like. So this is my phone here, and on it I have a little panther, and it roars when I click it, right? And right now it's currently playing Muse. My desktop is Instagram. It has some habit tracking software, or some habit tracking app, I should say, et cetera, et cetera. You know, it's got some of the texting, some phone applications, and apps that I rely on for my business. So it's like the front of my desktop. And that's the way I understood that Elon Musk was getting at, that our phone is an extension already of us. We don't necessarily have to look further than our very own phone to understand where AI is already occurring on some level. Again, so I'm going to say that slowly, so they're not my words, I'm just quoting. But I think if you just take the quote and look at it as a standard general idea, you're going to miss its profoundness. And I say that because, when he said it, it was profound. But if you take a step back and kind of go back into it, you're like, okay. And then you attach it to what he said prior to and or after that. So your phone is an extension of you. We are already in many ways like cyborgs. And we are inputting into this future AI, as Elon Musk talks about, a future AI that will one day have its own mind, when it's its own cognitive ability. He talked about how potentially in the future there will be people that are able to upgrade in many ways their overall hardware, and whether maybe it's 1 billion people, it doesn't matter what it costs, because in essence this would put people in a position to be able to make whatever money they want because their ability to upgrade their software. Now, again, this is next level thinking, and like I said, my name is Jacob Adams. I'm a fitness and leadership coach. How people just like you get to the next level. So it's next level thinking. It's not a conversation that's going to happen for the next. If Elon Musk is thinking it and he's worth billions, it's going to take a while for that conversation to be a standard idea, or even understood by like an average conversation, right? So my goal in this video is simple. It's just to take one or two ideas that he talks about and distribute it into the consciousness of conversation. Idea number one. Well, your phone is already evidence of you as a cyborg because it's an extension of you. Idea number two. The platforms that we use are how this AI gains information from us, whether it's a picture, which is a lot of information that we're uploading into this quote AI. We're going to use quote AI because it's not established yet, right? Where at the same time we are at the position, we are in the current place in society. We are in the current position in consciousness where people already know, like there are people that know that certain ads will come at you, and it feels like we were just thinking about it. Like we were like, I didn't even say that to anyone. How is it that this is coming out as an ad that I might be interested in if I didn't even verbalize it to anybody? Does that make sense? That's where we're currently at. That I'll say that again. we are currently in a world where people already know on a humorous level, like, haha, it's a joke, it's funny, it's weird, it's funny, weird, whatever, that we can sort of think of something that we want and an ad will pop up on Instagram. So whatever it is that those hashtags are doing, which is part of the way we help this intelligence, this artificial intelligence, quote, because it's not an established idea yet that there is definitely artificial intelligence, but this, quote, artificial intelligence, it's not cognitive. That's what I'm saying. It is currently not cognitive. And yet with this not cognitive ability, it can speak to you based on hashtags or whatever input the world is putting in. Its ability to understand human consciousness on just algorithms, let's just say on just algorithms, it's quite scary, right? It's quite scary. I personally, me being an eternal optimist, which is what Elon Musk recommends us to do, is to be eternal optimists. You know, I kind of like that what is being recommended to me is what I actually could help me have a better life. Like, I enjoy that. Now, I am a business person. I like entrepreneurship. I like capitalism. I like products. I mean, I'm making this video to help you and me talk about this advanced idea of artificial intelligence and how it affects us while listening to Muse on my Apple phone, which is an extension of me. You're starting to see like the whole thing here. Like, I'm very much plugged in. I have a virtual reality headset to my left. You know, my room is set up to be like a studio where I input data into a YouTube mainframe, you could say. And this video was recommended to you, right? Based on that algorithm. You wouldn't have gotten this far if there wasn't some way, shape, or form, you looking for it. So here we are, 7 minutes and 19 seconds into the video. The average cutoff time is right about now for some people. So I didn't time that. I didn't time that to happen for me to say that's the average cutoff time and you made it this far. For whatever reason, most people are shutting off the camera right about now, right? And it's cool to share this information with you because if you're still on now, right, it's like we can get into a little deeper conversation. It's not that what I said wasn't valuable. It's that on some level, we're looking for something higher, some more traction. And those are like my main viewers. My main viewers are the people I really want to make connection with. People that are looking to, so I've discovered that there's three elements that my viewers are actually composed of. They're looking for an edge, in life to give them a leg up over the stresses of life. It's like, it's not even above the competition. It's really not like a personal thing. It's an edge over like the stresses of life. Because like my viewers are pretty smart enough to understand that if you're competing with other people, you're really not even living your own best life because you're busy competing with someone else. So one of the key pillars that the people that view my stuff is they are looking for an edge over the stresses of life, because we all have stresses. Again, so Elon Musk is a billionaire and he has this stress of potential AI threats, right? And he's like, okay, well, I sense the fear and all that. I've gone ahead and embraced a fatalistic mindset and of optimism. And if it's going to happen, it's going to happen, but I'm going to hope for the best, right? And that's a billionaire coming to that conclusion. So it's safe to say that optimism is a pretty good conclusion if a billionaire is coming to that, right? Optimism is, in fact, a high-level conclusion if an engineered mind who has access to all types of resources is saying optimism is good. So if you take nothing else with you, you take with you here at 9 minutes into the video that optimism is still a way to gain an edge on the stresses of life. Optimism is still that. So my viewers are into that. I'm going somewhere with this with AI, right? I'll tie this all back into AI here shortly. Second thing I think the viewers are looking for that watch my videos are looking for an expansion of consciousness. And again, this interests me, okay? I didn't make this video because I'm responding to life in many ways. And in that, it requires an expansion of consciousness. And I think that's what my viewers also do. There's an alignment there of our values, like an expansion of consciousness. Before I did this, I got into meditation. I made a meditation course. Like, I'm a real practicing yogi, right? And I don't do that for any other reason than its benefits. Like, someone could say, well, you do that, you happen to be a yoga instructor, you make some income. Like, I make very nominal income with my yoga. Like, if anything, I think when I first started my meditation practice and wrote a book on meditation, it was very much like a counter to where I was going, at least on an ego basis. Like, my general ego-ness, my draw was like EDM, electronic dance music, raves, partying, eating steaks, drinking beer, having wine, eating pasta, going out with my girlfriend and having a good time. Like, that was priority. It was not meditation or writing a meditation book. It just wasn't. You see, like, the reason I chose to get into meditation was a true desire to actually, like, step up to the plate and be a leader that I thought my team needed. As I talked to you in the beginning, when I start my video, I say I'm a fitness and leadership coach. I help people just like you get to the next level. So my YouTube is an extension of me, but it's really just like a virtual content that exists, like, outside of this scale, outside of YouTube and reaching a global audience and looking to reach out to people like you. I for many years I've worked with one-on-one situations in actual teams, hiring, firing, training, and everything from dealing in business, in contracts, in studying, whether it's real estate, whether it's writing, whether it's just like anything that has to do with real application, like, not theory. It's taken a long time to do YouTube for me, because YouTube for me wasn't very much like, at one point, theory. Like, at one point YouTube was theory. It was like, well, I don't need to just get views in my life. I have bills to pay. And that's that makes sense. So it's taken an evolution of me to, in 2016, say, okay, now I see the scale, now I see the impact I can make with scaling, and now I can reach out. For me, so second pillar, again, being expansion of consciousness. The third pillar, because I'm running out of time, my battery's out, and I'll just switch it out here in a bit, and I'll start the next video. The third pillar is results. The third pillar of the people that view my channel is results. How does this tie into, I'm going to keep that simple so I can tie it up and kind of get this part of the video shut off. Results, how does it tie into AI and this whole thing? So, and what am I getting at? That you wouldn't be able to have found this channel if you weren't after one of those three things. Like, the metadata that is on this channel, the messaging, the overall tone, the overall way that YouTube understands the type of videos I'm making. Like, I'm seeing that anytime I upload a video and I see the people, like the videos that are suggested after me, for example, it's kind of interesting. It's like, yeah, I get it. I get the correlation. So the algorithm is looking to, like, cast a wide net, but the net is also very direct. And so that's kind of what I'm saying, that the AI, or I'm going to say the AI, but we'll say the algorithm, is that Elon Musk is saying we're uploading data into, which this is part of that data, is like creating the limbic system, or like he described it as like, we're like the limbic system of this we're like creating the limbic system or something like that. That's what he said. We're like either the limbic system or creating the limbic system of this AI. We're creating the body of this AI. And I thought that was pretty profound. And so I'll go ahead and close it off here and pick it up on the next one. And I'll label it something else because this video is pretty much done for now. And I usually end my videos with something, but on this one, maybe I'll put, I'll go ahead and put a link for my meditation course, which is an expansion of consciousness. I did meditate before I did this. Like, it's hard to see the correlation because, like, what the fuck? Like, this guy, I was meditating while the interview was going on for a little bit and listening to Elon Musk speak, and like, I'm really into transcendental meditation. And so what I'm getting at is, like, look, if you're even going to click the link, if you're even this far along, and you're looking for a meditation course, and you're going to consider clicking the link, I don't think I need to explain how it all connects. Artificial intelligence, alpha waves, metadata, meditation, alpha waves, creativity, output, limbic system. Like, they're very connected. I can't express all of that in a 16-minute video, which is why I went deeper after the 7 minutes, because like most people would not be able to handle this part. And I understand that as a coach. Like, as a coach, one of the things I understand is that you have to talk to people at their level. And I understand, when I look at the drop off at like 7 minutes, I'm like, okay, because I typically go deeper into a subject. And that's usually where people, like, there's a certain resistance to growth. That's like the standard idea when it comes to meditation, when it comes to fitness, when it comes to anything. There's a standard resistance to like actual work. Once actual work begins and you really make people think, that is where you lose people. Like, that's the standard. I've seen it. I've been a coach since 2003, and so like, I guarantee that's standard. So anyway, I'm gonna take my little piece of dark chocolate here, this 88% cocoa. I'm gonna wish you a good day. I'm gonna continue making videos. Hopefully you watch some more of my videos, subscribe, yada, yada, yada. Meditation link below. It's pretty affordable. I'll be happy if you subscribe and like you mentioned that you saw me on YouTube. Like, I'll know who signed up. Say, hey, message me, say I saw you on YouTube, I signed up because of YouTube. I think there's already a YouTube. You just put YouTube on the checkout and it automatically gives you like 50% off. So I'm doing everything I can, dude, to help you out and help me out. Because, in other words, this is my business. It's like I said, I've always been a full-time coach. It's not theory to me. And all of this new marketing stuff going on. And like, when I see some of like the coaches some of the coaches that I see in like you could tell like some of it is very marketed. And like, they're not very experienced. Like, if they really had to study and experience dealing with a human being on a daily basis or on a weekly basis, they probably couldn't coach that individual through the phases and stages of life. So video coaching is great. It just takes a certain level of experience. Like, I personally think, that's my next video. I personally think a coach on video should have some experience coaching in person, because if not, people have growth spurts and phases, and they go through traumas and breakups and stuff, and you're not going to be able to just video it all. Like, you have to understand that intuitively and instinctually. You can't just read about that. Like, if you're heartbroken, for example, I can't just make a video that says, so you're heartbroken. Like, because you're not going to sense that sincerity. Like, if I've never really dealt with somebody that's been through heartbreak. But like, some of my people I've worked with are on the brink of suicide or going through like shit like that. And so some people say, well, Jacob, you're a fitness and leadership coach. What do you have to get into all of this inner work shit? And it's like, meditation. It's like, dude, I work with people. I really do work with them. And I'm telling you, the shit that gets in their head and the shit that holds them back is the stuff I talk about. I wouldn't make the videos if there wasn't some relevancy to real human life. How does this tie into AI? Well, Elon Musk is saying that AI will understand all of your current fears and pains and everything, and it will understand everything about your passions, your loves, and he's hoping, optimistically, that AI will be overall a benign energy and not a negative one. Okay? Not something that tries to eliminate humans from Earth. That's the general idea. Hope you've enjoyed this video. I'd apologize for getting off on a rant, but if you made it this far, I think you could have followed the train of thought, hopefully. Peace.